What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Lifting Libations. I am your host, Clyde Perkins. And to my left, we got my co-hosts.
Hey, this is Adrian Franco, attorney at Beer Law.
That's what you wanted?
That's what I wanted to say.
Wow. He literally pulled me over at the beginning of the show and said, hey, I want to do something. All right. That's what it was.
Hey, I've been trying to do it for 2 weekends, and both weekends I've been screwed out of it, man, so.
There better be some more of that shit. Anyway. And today we got two very special guests. Two guys who are or were deep in the music industry here in El Paso. We got Josh Paul Garcia. Go ahead and say something, man.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And then we got Omar Cuellar.
Hey, what's up?
All right. So these guys used to, I know Josh used to be in a band. So tell me about the music you played, what band you were in, stuff like that.
Well, we played with, I played with Polaroids, and I was the lead guitarist / rhythm guitarist and backup vocals. And I don't know, when people ask me to describe it, I just say rock and roll.
You guys rock and roll, bro?
Just rock and roll.
Yeah, man, it's totally rock and roll.
I don't know, indie, I guess.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Indie rock, alternative rock.
Indie rock, I guess. I don't.
It's hard to categorize bands as rock now,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't really exist anymore, old school rock.
I don't think so. So that was always the most difficult thing, is try to describe verbally what we sound like.
Let's start with the name of the band first of all.
Polaroids.
There we go. That's good. And who was all in this band?
It was myself. It was John Hernandez, Adrian Chacon, Jesus Olivas, and we had Sebastian Estrada from Tro's House as the other guitarist.
That's what's up. I think the first time I saw you guys play might have been Lowbrow, or actually might have been Black Market, which is another place that you used to bartend.
Yeah.
So
we used to play Black Market pretty often when we started, and then we branched out from there.
All right. And do you do you still play now, or?
No, we took a year break. I started writing again, and I'm trying to get the rest of the guys to come back and start writing music again. Kind of all miss it. It's been a good enough break.
You miss the drugs, the girls, and the rock and roll, bro.
All of that.
Yeah,
man.
Woo!
Not in that particular order, but yeah.
Fucking up hotel rooms and pissing off the whole Motel 6 managers.
Every night.
That's what's up. And,
I'm pretty sure that motel wasn't even open, too.
What,
I got a B&E on that one.
Yeah. Fucking up your parents' friend's van. All right, to the right of him, or no, to the left of him, to the right of me, we got Omar Cuellar.
Hey, what's up?
My former roommate. So tell us a little about your music career, man.
Well, I still play. I still play music. But I started off playing, shows. It's a long time. I didn't cuss on this, right?
Yeah, dude, I just told did 3 times.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
That's why you're being so quiet. I can't use half my vocabulary.
I only know bad words. Well, oh man, I don't even remember the day, the first show. But band wise, I play in this band called Our Friend the Mountain, which is my brothers. Adrian and Irving Cuellar. Jasmine plays keys, and then we have Nathan Snell, who does bass, and then Albert. So I was it's just Albert. Everybody just knows Albert. So I think everybody knows him already. So it's but on guitar. And I used to play with Albert too in this band called Mijas for a bit, but that was a couple years, and then I stopped playing. So it was the different opposite sides of the spectrum. I think a little bit.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So you still, you guys still play together, right? You still record and all
that? We still play. My brother's been out of town because he works. He's been in Puerto Rico, I think now in San Antonio. But I think we play next week. We're going to do it without him, but it'll still be a full band set. But I still play by myself. I still do shows.
Still play yourself?
Yeah. But then I go play music.
Oh, God. I reached for that joke, actually. I really did. That's what's up. So actually, I skipped an entire part of this. What the fuck are we drinking?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I got the one John stole from me last week, the Real L Lime Gose.
Ooh.
It's German-style wheat beer. But dude, it's so good. I really like it. as it is, I'm a real fan of the sours. But man, this takes it to another level. I mean, I'm really enjoying this beer, especially for like a hot summer day. Man, it's nice and refreshing.
Damn, we don't have any of our like our
People who know.
so we're just
reaching at straws here. But it's
Gose.
beer. Go try it.
Gose, from what I deduced, is a sour. Is like a light sour beer. Isn't that right, Josh?
Technically,
It's like an entry level sour. Like I would give it to people who they want to try sours, but they don't want to like just dive in like super hard.
yeah, it's easier.
There you go. And then what does it taste like?
Like joy in a can.
Joy in a can.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, cool.
For me, no, it's really doing it. There's some bitterness to it, not too much. So yeah, like I said, there's some introductory levels of bitterness in there, but there's also the lime really comes through from beginning to end, and I think that's really what makes it stand out for me because I really like the citrus taste.
What's up? And then Josh, what you drinking, man?
I'm drinking a Lagunitas Citrusensis Pale Ale.
Citrusicide?
I don't know, Citrusensis? Yeah, like Citrusensis.
Citrusinensis, dog. It's got an accent on the E.
I don't see no accent.
It is because there isn't.
It's a pale ale brewed with natural blood orange juice.
Oh, nice.
And it's funny because this podcast is about music, and I just started reading the label, and guess what it says? I'll read it for you guys. It says, the man bent over his guitar, a shearman of sorts. The day was green. They said, you have a blue guitar. You do not play things as they are. The man replied, things as they are changed upon the blue guitar. What it got to do with beer?
I like how you ended that with twang. What it got to do with beer, goddamn?
It's a 7.5 ABV, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
The twang's gonna come out.
Oh, woo!
Real good. Yeah. It's good. It's not bad. It's refreshing.
Not bad. Yeah, there we go. See, these are the kind of reviews. I like these reviews right here. Now, like, it's got hops on the back end, and it might have a little bit of, bitterness in the front end and shit. It's like,
you say the nose is a bit sharp, though. I fucking felt it, you know?
It's like, what kind of beer do you not like, Josh? I don't like no beer. All right. Oh, fucking, Omar, what are you drinking?
Drinking Bohemia, which is a Pilsner from Mexico.
Oh.
I actually haven't had Mexican beers in a while. So, it's delicious. It's for the summer. It's how can you say anything bad about it?
That's like a barbecue beer.
Yeah, this is it. You're just hanging out. This is exactly like they should advertise this for podcasts or whenever you're just hanging out with your homies.
You guys should
outside and stuff like that.
Bohemia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, it's kind of gaining popularity. Actually, no, maybe waned a little bit, because I remember it was coming up, and Indio was coming up, too.
Yeah.
Everybody was all about Indios, and I don't see Indios anymore.
That's
but now, Pacifico is a big...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was coming up.
It's crazy, because, like, my uncle, because I'll drink, like, Bohemia, or I'll drink, like, Dos Equis or whatever when he comes over, and he's like, at least from Mexico, he'd be like, ugh, that's disgusting. He's like, I'll drink a real beer. You guys have a really good one here. I was like, what is it? He's like, Miller High Life. He's all, it's just really good quality beer.
Well, no, dude, like, I talked to my dad.
It's so weird.
But I talked to my dad about this, and he said when he was growing up that Miller High Life was, like, actually, high quality beer. It wasn't champagne beer, but it was high quality beer.
Was it like their dogfish of their generation?
I think so, yeah, because he's like, they had Budweiser, of course, they had, like, all the beers, like, the basic beers that we have.
But they had the champagne.
And then they had Miller High Life, which was, like, on point, like, the top shelf shit. And somehow or another it graduated to, just, like, chugging with your boys on Sunday. I just got the park or some shit, hollering. But I remember one time I was making, when I started, like, getting into craft cocktails, like, I started working at Blackbird, and then I was working at Lowbrow too, and someone asked me, he's like, hey, can you make the same shit here as you can over there? And I was like, well, fuck, man, I don't really have much. I want a fresh 75, that's it. And I'm like, well, let me try something, hold on. So I took, you already know where this is going. So I went gin, lemon juice, sugar, and topped it with Miller High Life. Because it calls for champagne.
Oh.
It's actually not bad. I'm like, there you go.
Aesthetically not wrong. It's just a different type of champagne.
Yeah.
Just a French 75 with a lowercase f.
With a backwards F. Like the R.
An old English letter. We're not saying what's happening to anybody. We're just talking, man. We're just having a good time. We're just talking.
But yesterday you made a good point about, so Omar just came back from his honeymoon, and was it Rome? That there was this bar that was trying to replicate the American vibe. So to them, was it Corona and Bud Lights were like the top shelf stuff?
They had it on there. So the list was like Bud Light, Heineken, Corona were like the main beers that they had. And the guy was talking, it was in Rome. He's like, oh yeah, like I went to an American bartending class. And he's like, and I want to be like an American bartender. And I was like, cool, man. And I saw like the back of the bar and it looked like one from here. Like they had Bullet and they had like Hornitos and stuff like that. Like everything that you expected. I was like, this is so weird. But the drink wasn't that bad that you tried to make. It was okay.
It was a cocktail?
Yeah. I don't know. He was talking about gin a lot. What did I have? I think it was like mezcal or something. That's probably my fault for it and stuff. I did drink a lot of Negronis though.
Okay. Yeah, that's
right.
I imagine that's big over there.
And then I did have a Negroni with mezcal too, which just tasted like a Negroni with mezcal.
No, man, like for Negroni week here, I went in around and tasted a bunch of people's Negronis.
Yeah.
And I think the dude from, I forgot his name, sorry man, from Tabla, it was called Negroni with like salt on the rim and lime. And it was like fucking, like, it was badass.
Yeah.
I replicated it at Mary's. It was like, it's really good.
I mean, the one, I think I had one there too. Those, I mean, they tasted pretty, I mean, it's a Negroni, right? There's like only 3 ingredients, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't.
Gin, Campari, sweet potato.
Yeah, so.
That's
Nice.
what's up.
It's good. Yeah.
So he said he was trying to be like an American bartender?
Yeah, exactly the
So
same.
was he like fucked up in an hour? Like,
He was talking about it. He was showing me all the different whiskeys and stuff like that. He was talking about, I don't know, it was kind of neat. Like the impression that we have, even on alcohol.
To be American bartender. I don't know why he sounds like
yeah. No, that's like, well, that's like a Russian accent, but you have the Italian one, the hardcore Italian. Yeah, it's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, you want to see is like, y'all want some Jaeger shots? You want some Jaeger bubble?
Y'all. Yeah, bro, let me get 4 audios.
How was that? Was that the good impression?
That's pretty solid.
Anyway, I'm drinking the Mama's Little Yellow Pills. It's a pretty chill pills. I mean, yeah, that rhymed. But like, it's clean, and I just wanted something like kind of mellow. I didn't really want to, drink a 7.2% coffee ale that I have in the fridge. Fuck with any of the champagne. Drink any of the hurricanes that fucking Omar brought to the...
I feel like that's your Christmas fruitcake. Like they're going from home to home.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was like, I called him to be on the podcast, and I'm sure, like, he said, well, I gotta take a shower. So he just, like, real quick, he's like, oh, but I gotta take beer, but I don't have time to stop. What does Caroline have in here? And he's just, like, steal all the shit that she had.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, oh, man, I need to take a shower real quick. And then I got out, I was like, oh, man. So I opened up the fridge, and I was like, oh, we have Doritos from last night. I was like, oh, Bohemia, eh?
Just, like, leftover beers.
And I was like, I'll take this hurricane. Yeah, that's what's up in there. I haven't had it in a while either, so.
A hurricane?
Yeah, I haven't had a hurricane.
I mean, if you want.
We can try it.
You want to slam one down real quick? Like?
I don't know if I want to slam it
Give us your
down.
impressions.
Well, we can all take a sip maybe later and see.
Oh, you also had a Zima.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about your Zima
I had a
experience.
Zima with a Jolly Rancher yesterday.
Yeah, I know, it's like big time now, like, Hope and Anchor's like doing a bunch of
Dude,
that
they
shit.
taste like Smirnoffs. Yeah. So
why'd you
high
say
school
Smirnoff?
me was on that.
All you needed was like a Hot Pocket and like some cheese covered
the red berry pizza.
But yeah, you should go get who else needs a beer here? Who else needs something?
Yeah,
right
oh
here?
yeah.
I'm good. All right.
I might need one of those.
All right. So the reason I brought y'all on is to get to the main topic was basically, and it's perfect because I just happened to run into YouTube, was music and drinking, and why must it be an integral part of our drinking experience? Like, I mean, you ever like worked at a bar and the music goes out and everybody just like, what the fuck's going on, man? Like, I don't want to hear myself talk. Like, I don't want to hear anybody else talk. Put back the music, you know?
Yeah, they treat you like you just murdered a baby or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, all right, you know what? It's buffering.
But I've seen DJs get yelled at. You know, like the shit skips or whatever. Like, cool like, you know, just fuck
That sucks.
But yeah, I'm drinking at a festival or like I was pointing out before, like when I was supposed to see like Dropkick Murphys and shit like that. You know, taking shots at Jameson, like, you know, Guinness and shit. And I always see like bands here like drinking on stage. Isn't that right, Josh?
Do you drink a lot when you play?
I try not to.
Okay, good. Because that's I always think about that. Because I try not to really drink too much when I play, and like, cause like, you don't want to get like too fucked up. Yeah. Because you can't play anything. You can't. Like,
I'm not gonna both say the word try. Like it's not like no. I have it under control. It's, you know what? I try, but I don't.
It's like a balance.
Yeah,
this weird little balance.
Like if you're used to playing the same set list for so long.
Yeah.
I think the longer you play that set list, the better chances you have of getting
more drunk. That is true.
Well, I'm gonna wait for this band to finish, and I don't want to see her drink water.
Yeah.
Start drinking.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like, yeah, I always think like, okay, I would always do a shot of like tequila and then drink the beer on stage. And by the end of the set, it's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good, you know.
It sneaks up on you.
Right? Yeah, we usually always take a shot before we
it's nice. But if you start drinking, like, if you get there early and start drinking, you're playing last, you might be too fucked up.
Yeah. That happened to me once.
How explain?
I'm trying to remember what show, but I know it. I had a really hard time standing up. A really hard time playing. So I just turned my back and I just was looking at my amp and I was looking at Adrian. I was, the fuck are we? I started thinking about other things instead of like playing, right? So I messed up the part, and then that's when everyone looked at me. And
I know. It's like a look of shame.
Yeah, guys, sorry, I had too much Jameson.
I just feel like when a musician drinks a beer on stage, it kind of makes them look like they're not trying that hard. Because I mean, think about whatever, like any other activity, you could just like stop in the middle of what the fuck you're doing and take a swig of beer.
I used to be that mamon. Like I'd play like the last note or chord and like pick up the beer and like swig it and then go back to keep playing.
Dang, that's kind of, I don't know.
That's actually a lot harder than you think.
It's just to look cool.
No, I think I was just really thirsty. And all I had was beer.
Yeah.
No, my favorite thing is seeing DJs, like if they have like the beer on the ground, so they're like spinning, and then they stop, like they leave the turntable alone, go get the beer, take a swig, and come back. It's like, you didn't have to be like, so you didn't have to be up there. Like, you're not even doing anything, motherfucker. You know, like, but yeah, it's the only activity I know where you can just like in the middle of your shit, just like stop and take it. Oh, and video games. Video games. There's another one.
Video games.
Yeah. But even then, that's hard, huh?
Podcasting too.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I think if you have like a beer helmet, you can do anything and drink.
a beer helmet.
Yeah, you know those little.
Singing my post problem. Singing and drinking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that actually gets kind of hard.
Wait, no, the lead singers, I've seen them. They're the ones who are like the.
Oh no, I mean at the same
worst
time, like even with the helmet, like you could do because you're saying it's the thing you can do at the same time, like, playing and drinking.
Oh no, I meant like seriously, just like no, like all right, cool set, and then just reach down and grab a beer. Like, you don't see football players do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like mid players are just like, oh man, I need to get a beer. They sit there on the sidelines with a Pabst Blue Ribbon, hold up to the camera and shit, just be like.
That's what the XFL could have been.
I think that's what their NFL was in the beginning.
Yeah, probably. Oh,
they're fucking smoking for halftime.
That was probably the UFC in the beginning. Remember when they were sponsored by Mickey's?
Oh,
they always had the Mickey's thing in the middle. It's like sponsored by Mickey's. And you see like Take Abbott, this like 400-pound fat white dude just sitting in the corner and like so wipe it down, you know.
It's all over his belly.
And he had like one of those big old like hairy things you see from like Long King Polly. Like, you know, big like hairy shits. Like this is nasty, bro. But yeah, man, like drinking like what was the favorite show like that you've ever been to? This is at Omar.
Yeah.
So they know.
Yeah.
That you went and then like you drank and had a good time. And what did you drink?
Dude, it's getting to the point, and I feel pretty bad, that I kind of have to drink while I'm at shows. And that's kind of a bummer, but
you have to?
I don't know, like I have to have like at least a beer and just like kind of sip on it. I mean, I don't have to, but it's nice. It accompanies it. But I don't know. Let's see. Dang. What shows? Flogging Molly in LA.
Of course, an Irish line.
Yeah. That was pretty rowdy. Like, I got kind of drunk. What's another one? I don't know. I guess I don't really remember that much anymore. Those shows.
I'm like trying to remember too.
Yeah.
Please, sir, recollect the hardest moments of your time as a recollect.
I've been to a lot of really good shows. Chicano Batman was pretty cool while drinking. I think he's coming back.
Yeah, they're playing that Music Under the Stars.
So there's been So I've been lucky to see a lot of bands that I liked. So Ryan Bingham, I don't know if you guys like him.
Ryan Bingham?
Yeah. So he's like kind of like country-ish.
He's a folksy.
But yeah,
I know what you're into. I know what you like.
Yeah, you know what I like. That one was really good with my Polaroids, man.
all folksy music is like that.
Yeah,
it's like the shit you drink to.
Yeah, and so it's kind of nice to have a beer and like, damn, that's so good. And I just take, nice little buzz. Like it just goes so well. Just hugging your lady and just damn.
And with those sad ass lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Kind of wish I saw Wanga when he was alive.
Yeah.
Wanga?
Wanga, yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, you call them Wanga?
Wanga.
Why do hipsters gotta constantly shorten things? They don't have to be.
Because I'm a hipster.
Some guy came up to me like, let me get a G&T, bro. I'm like, what?
What? Oh,
Gin and tonic.
Yeah.
Oh, so what?
G&T. Oh, wait, you know this guy. I think his name was Ivan. I'm not sure. You might know him.
Which one?
Kind of like super into himself and like really uppity and shit.
Is he like? Does he have an accent?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I have a friend.
But anyway, but he was like, let me get a G&T, and I had been drinking, so of course I responded with like a gin and tonic. Like a gin and tonic, and I was like, gin and tonic? That's what you wanted? Like, use your big boy words, huh? Like just channeling my inner goon right there. But what show you been to? What do you like to listen to when you're drinking? Depending on what you're drinking.
Yeah,
Josh.
it does depend on what
That's
I'm
true too.
So, while you're at it, let me piggyback this question. When you write music, does what you're drinking affect the type of music you write? So, like, it's just tequila make you write sad songs, does drinks make you write more upbeat songs?
Tequila makes you write sad songs? No, Alright,
this is for Omar.
Oh, man. Dang. How is it? Delicious?
Oh, that was a swig for radio.
And does it taste like a skate park at 3 a.m.?
Passing around a hurricane.
Tastes like regret in a can.
We're washing down a hurricane with...
Oh, it's not that bad.
Well, yeah, those usually taste better after your first beer. Like, it can't be your first beer. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's...
Like King Cobra.
Yeah,
no, like
I remember it being a lot worse.
Like, I remember like after having like 3 high gravities, and the third one actually tasted like a Pilsner. So let's see. So I'm drinking.
Wow, I remember it being a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a Category 5 hurricane. 8.1% alcohol high gravity. It's the world's most powerful hurricane. High gravity brings you a nickely ball experience. Malt liquor, goddammit.
Now this is not sponsored by her in any way, shape, or form.
This is sponsored by Category 5 Hurricane, the big one. Alright, let's see what this shit tastes like, bro. Let's see.
Oh god.
So I'm getting a malty background.
Good. Alright, I hope so.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, huh?
It's actually
I think because it's so cold.
Have you had this one? So I'm trying now I'm drinking the Carback Tasty Waves.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man, that's a cool name for a beer.
You guys have this
And
one?
that's a cool can.
Yeah,
Waves.
Tasty Waves.
Try it out.
No, but I like the color of that beer though.
Yeah, it looks cool. Aloha.
Talk to the people.
Mr. Can.
Shout out to Carbach. This is some good graphic design going on here. I like
I
it.
do like Carbac.
Wait, it's not Carbatch?
Carbaggio?
Carbage.
Carbaco? I like
Oh,
it.
man.
I'm just getting a kick. You don't understand, man. Like having like our previous like Justin on here, like Anastasia, and even Patrick, because they're like so into beer. They have like these very like well thought out and like high class responses to things, and we're just like, ah, it's blue and it tastes good. So it's just like a complete
Orange.
It's one of those things where we have to make sure we sneak our remarks before them because you don't want to go after them and then their high fucking end review and then you're like, it doesn't taste as bad as other beers.
It'll get you drunk.
I look at the price of the beer and then the percentage. I'm like, oh, $7.6. That's the beer.
Shit, if that's the case, I'll just get wine. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh man, but
Try it out. It's a pretty good summer ale. I guess it's more of a seasonal type beer.
that's
pretty
smooth.
good.
That's tasty.
It is.
I've had that one. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's actually really pretty
Kind of reminds me of a sequence, kind of.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we were saying. So, your music, your alcohol reflects your music. You're writing your music.
Oh, yeah. You're asking me if I wrote, depending on what I drank, how it affected my writing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird because my lyrics are kind of like, mostly like stories. And I usually drink wine when I write. Or I drink scotch.
Damn, how can you do anything when you drink wine?
I clean when I'm drinking wine. I cook when I'm on wine.
This is true. I live with each and every one of you fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. That means I'm the problem. Now, go ahead.
That's true.
He kind of was the problem, right? Oh man, I gotta do some homework. Come on, man, just drink a bottle of wine or two.
Wait, you're blaming me for this
No,
shit?
just kidding. Yeah.
I'm the one who used to come home like after you didn't work, get there at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you'd be there on the patio still drinking. I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. My mom says go to school, so I'll go ahead and join you.
Much obliged.
I'm sorry. Again, how does it affect your writing? You said wine and scotch.
Yeah, usually, but I mean, I drink beer. It's just, I only write when I feel inspired, which is rare now, lately. Because there'd be times where you're like, oh, fuck, I can write. Yeah. And you go and you're just like, you pull a fucking song out of your ass in like 5 minutes. And sometimes you're there for like 30 minutes to an hour trying to figure out like the second line to like 2 lines you've written already. It just depends, man, with your mood. I guess it's common for people who drink tequila to get sad. But I just get naked, so.
That's true. I have seen your ambush.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I used to play that song at a black market. That one from
Tequila makes it close.
No, Silence of the Lambs.
It puts the tequila in
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you would come out like just like one fuck me, and then you turn around, and then you would have his like mangina showing. So that's Josh for you guys, and then
I think people know that, yeah.
Hi, fuck me.
I never put lipstick on though.
So what about you, Omar?
I don't drink when I
I was about to
practice.
say, like, you better continue talking.
I was like, I'm sorry, man, I don't really
I don't drink.
No, I don't drink whenever I'm like practicing or writing songs. I don't really drink. So, but I do drink when I play shows. But I don't know. It's easier for me to write songs like in the morning, like when I wake up, because I was kind of more. I was watching. Okay, sorry. I was watching like the Tiny Desk concerts, and they had Sam Bean from Iron and Wine.
What concerts?
They have like these Tiny Desk concerts on YouTube,
NPR.
on NPR, and I've been seeing them for a while. And then they had Sam Bean, and he was talking about that. He writes songs early in the morning, and he's like, he just does it because he's like, well, that's when I have time, and that's also when I felt like I was, like I was fully conscious at the same time, more in sync when I was asleep. And when you're asleep, your mind goes rapid. So I've been trying to start doing that a lot more, and it kind of does help out because you have like this fresh head, and you just let it flow out. So I'll just like play it whenever it comes out, and I'll record it on my phone, and I'll just play it for like an hour, and if it sounds really good, I'll record it, I'll write it down, and then I'll work on it from there. But like how Josh was saying, he's like, sometimes the song will come out like 5 minutes, sometimes it'll be like 5 months.
Yeah.
But and it happens. But like I just do it early in the morning, and I don't really drink that early in the morning. But I do like getting like together with friends and getting drunk and jamming out because you can make funny songs.
Right.
Yeah. So
Sing about what you're drinking. Or
yeah, sing about what you're drinking. Hurricane. I'm insane. I don't know. But,
So then,
hip hop.
by that point, when you guys are actually out on the stage playing,
yeah.
what you drink there, does that affect the set?
Yeah, I think it does.
So again, if you do something like tequila, do you get a little like mellower on the tempo? If you drink something that gets you like a little hyper, do you?
I can't
speed
drink
up?
vodka because this is weird. I can't drink vodka on stage because I forget everything.
Damn.
Vodka makes me black out.
Yeah, no, it's so weird. Like
Fucking pussies, these guys.
No, it's a mind eraser.
Yeah, but whiskey and tequila like is the one, and I'm just so used to it now where I could drink so much, and I've done pretty well in the past with it, like even playing shows. For some weird reason, vodka, if I like vodka soda, and I keep drinking that, I just forget everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey, that makes sense. I can't name one famous Russian band.
They
Like, you know, like,
It's true.
all
we
die
have to-
from alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
They died at the age of 10, bro. Like, goddamn.
He's a famous Russian.
Were the
Pussy
tattoo
Riot?
chicks
Yeah.
Russian?
The tattoo chicks are Russian?
Were
Oh
they?
yeah, tattoo. Yeah, they were
Russian,
Russian.
right?
Oh, okay.
Though all of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know
Pussy
who
Riot.
Tattoo is, Josh.
Pussy Riot's Russian. Pussy Riot.
Nah, that's not really a band, though.
It's a band.
It's more of a movement, bro. It's a way of life. And all.
You could say that about
Hashtag
tattoo.
feminine.
It was a movement. It was a life.
But yeah, I mean, I like whiskey and like Irish music.
I mean, if I'm playing, I'm usually drinking Jameson, and Jameson's kind of like my Red Bull, since I don't drink Red Bull anymore.
Do you guys
Jameson's
drink?
your Red Bull?
Yeah, for some reason.
Jameson's my Red Bull and Bud is my water. I don't need a
So,
live at
do you
all.
guys drink like according to like the music, like to the mood and stuff like that? Like how do you guys make it all?
Okay, let's
Like,
what goes
I'm
first?
always confused. with how
Music
you-
then the drink, or the drink then the music?
I'm always confused as what you're supposed to drink at like a fucking like hardcore metal show.
Oh man.
Oh,
you
that's
just-
easy. Cheap beer.
Or
cheap
Lone
beer,
Star.
or do you, like, get
just-
fucked up on,
Lone
like-
Star?
Jack Daniels or something.
No,
I was
cheap
16
beer.
when I went to those shows, so
Yeah.
I didn't drink.
Like, did you go to Chicks?
No, we went to Surgeons.
Oh,
Did you ever go to Chicks?
I would go to the Whore,
Okay.
to the House of
Yeah.
Rock and Roll. Oh man, that was
I
weird.
used to go to Surgeons, but they only serve like juice to kids. That's so weird. Didn't drink anything. But I think for me, it's like, yeah, like the music. The music kind of identifies what I'm gonna drink. Like I'll go in with something that I'll always drink. If there's something playing on the radio, then it'll make me like want to do something like shots or some shit like that.
Like
So you're like at a rave or something?
No, you don't drink at raves.
Okay, fine. You just do ecstasy?
I didn't say all that. I'm talking about alcohol. It's an alcohol show. We don't talk about drugs on this channel. Gosh, it's a drug-free zone. I mean, we're not counting alcohol.
at the bar, does it happen? Like the music that you guys are playing, do people? Like,
Yes.
drink? Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Especially the last hour.
Yes.
That's where you can play one wrong song and then you lose like half the crowd.
Yeah, you lose everything.
Wow.
You lose everything, man.
That's crazy.
Pink slips. Lost.
But if you're doing it right, like you can read the crowd. Like I used to, well, I still do. But on Saturdays at Blackbird,
Yeah.
if I'm like been drinking enough, and I'll try to like DJ, I'll read the crowd and keep playing it. I did this once for you or for everybody. The last night at Black Market, the employee night, not the $20 drink and drive night. I'm reading everybody, and I'm like, you play the right hip hop song,
Yeah.
and we just start getting live, and they're just like, all right,
Yeah.
it's all let's go. So we got 20 like Vegas bombs, and it's like, all right, man.
Like, gotta put some Migos on at 1:30 though.
That's
Which
true.
one?
People like Migos. Or Cardi B. Oh, you gotta put like Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B, like any hip hop, basically. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, if the crowd's like girl heavy, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're gonna like want to order more drinks,
If you wanted to, no.
and they're gonna just like end up dancing for like 20 minutes and forget to order the drinks. So sometimes you gotta pick the right banger, not just like super banger,
Yeah.
like mid-level.
What?
Last year's banger.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask you guys one more question.
Go
Can I
ahead.
ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite closing bar song? Because that's pretty. I think that's like, you know, when I'm at a bar and like they play a really good jam at the end, like I'm like, yeah, and that's what I drive home to,
Okay,
thinking about that song.
that could be a two-part question. What's your favorite closing song if you want to get people to fuck out?
Oh.
Or what's your favorite closing song if you want people just to take it easy and close out?
Oh,
Chill?
that's actually.
Well, I experimented with this on Thursday. Yeah, because like there was people inside the bar, and I didn't want them there anymore. So I'm like, you know what? This works in South Park. Let me try it here. So I put on 3 Slayer songs in a row.
Oh,
yeah.
that would have made me stay.
The first Slayer song was like they were like jamming out to it, but by the second one, there you see people coming out the back. I'm like, yes. But yeah, Slayer to get everybody the fuck out. And if like I want people to stay, I mean, generally like you just have to look at what people are dancing to and shit like
Yeah.
that. But you can play safe living hip hop.
You guys ever see Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Yeah.
You know the vampire song?
Yeah.
That's my favorite closing. when I want to make it awkward for people because they're just like, what the fuck's going on over here? But if you want people to have like a good smile on their face, Careless Whisper, George Michael.
Oh,
Damn, I've
that is
never
a good-
had that be a closing song.
Oh, you've never
Dude.
had me as a closing voice.
Apparently, I have not. Damn, yeah.
How's that song go? Anybody?
Yeah, we got it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet of God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Young Libations Quartet, baby. Album drop, motherfucker, coming soon, bitch.
Hell yeah.
I'm drinking the
It's
hurricane.
3 CD, 2 set album from 1999.
But I will say this. Now,
Delicious.
because the movie's coming out, right now, Queen is pissing me right the fuck
Oh,
off.
man.
Because everybody is playing it. Like, because remember, I work at Murray's, and they have a jukebox there.
Oh god.
So anybody with $20 in a Touch Tunes account ruined your fucking night, bro.
Sorry. That's usually me, but not there.
Yeah. But
Yo, Connie, Bohemian Rhapsody. The only song I know.
everybody stops singing by the time they go into like the rock part anyway.
Yeah.
Like after they finish the orchestra part, they're just
Best
like,
part.
Yeah, you know how old you are. We're like, oh, like I love this scene in Wayne's World. I'm like, what's Wayne's World?
Oh, God.
Never mind.
She's too young.
I had to explain what a VHS was the other day, so
No way.
yeah,
No, that happens.
it does.
dude, I still use the term videotaping for everything. Like, I bought a camcorder and like a camcorder, digital one, and I took it to Maurice to go like videotape some shit. See, I just did it. I just fucking did it.
I say record.
Oh, the fact that you said I bought a camcorder.
I got the JVC on deck.
No,
So,
Now, let me ask you this. Did you get Betamax? Because that's a format that's going to
Yeah.
outlive VHS.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to tell the same thing. I had to tell them the difference between VHS and beta to like my students once.
well, I mean, they don't. That's not necessarily something.
But see,
they
that's
have to
not.
know.
But they're like, that was a beta.
I think that's kind of general knowledge.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
For us,
no,
but now,
there's
I-
generational gap. Man.
Oh, you
There's
know
a
what they
hard
didn't know
generational
about?
gap.
The Zune and the iPod. And I was
Good to
like, yeah, I was like, I used to have a Zune because I used to have a Zune.
I used to have a Zoom too.
Yeah.
Zoom was
What
better
is
than
wrong with
iPod.
you?
Yeah.
Zoom was better than iPod.
Well,
Not in the like the touch department.
Yeah.
They had weird shit, but their music business was better because fucking iTunes is so proprietary. They're just like,
Yeah, that's true.
if you buy our stuff, you can only use it through us, and if you leave us, well, fuck you. We have your money and your songs. But soon is more, Microsoft.
Yeah, you just like
You bought the
mastered all
song,
your
it's your
songs
song,
and then, like
yeah.
put it
Yeah,
on.
when it first came out, you could do a lot more, I remember, on a Zoom. And there was more space. 16 gigs.
Yeah.
I think I had 16 gigs
Yeah.
on that.
I had 32 gig when I thought I was living on top of the world, man. I had it all. And I just gave it all, threw it all away. But I remember watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and at the end, when because what's his name, his dad smashes his Walkman,
Yo, yeah.
and that homie dude with the red shit, the red needle thing,
Yeah.
his homie gives Peter Quill a Zune. He's like, here, man, you can hold all your songs on these. It's like, we got over 200 songs on it. Call it a Zune. Peter Quill's like, oh, the fuck is this shit? You know, like, he flies in a spaceship, like,
Yeah.
that's hyperspeed, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
200
right
songs,
now. They would have something else. They probably like implanted in your head.
Oh man.
Yeah, just that technology's changed, man. But yeah, like I said, it's just showing your age is just tough because we grew up like through our times from like growing up to now. The amount of technology we've seen and gone through is
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
Well, we went through the
that.
change, right?
I think about that all the time. Like I really all
I
the
think
time.
It made us better as a generation because we understand.
Yeah, the
Like, we
struggle.
appreciate what we have.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure fucking older generations say this about us, but I feel like we understood the like, hey, this is rocks to hey, this is a computer.
Yeah.
Cool. Like we saw that line. New generations are just this is a computer, period. And there's no we used to play with rocks type shit for them, so they're super fucking entitled. I hate fucking new generations.
Yeah, I still get pissed off at things when they buffer though. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
back in like when like say mid 2000s, I guess when like iMission Kazaa was out. You know, like when we used to download music and it took you like 5
Do you
minutes to
remember
get a song.
fucking your 56K modem that
Yeah.
Wait, it would take 10 fucking minutes for a picture to load on your
Yeah.
screen, and now something buffers for 2 seconds, and we get pissed.
I get mad. I'm like, dude, fuck you, computer. Go faster. Like,
You suck.
you son of a bitch. Stealing. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we have grown to appreciate it, but I still get pissed off when things don't work. Like,
I mean, I'm just glad we don't have to use fax machines anymore. I mean, you can still use them.
They still try and use them.
My wife has to use them all the time. She works at a hospital.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
crazy.
fax this, fax that.
yeah, I mean, we got email now. What the fuck do we need that shit for?
Well,
Because apparently it's not as secure.
I guess, yeah, because I mean, you can't really hack an analog. Wait,
It's a landline.
Analog. Yeah, it's analog versus digital. I mean, you could fucking. You know what? This is not the podcast for this. It's just people.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Next podcast.
Tech talk.
Dated technology.
Text and libation.
Speaking of technology, I don't know. We don't want to segue. Fuck it. How do you feel about musicians using
SoundCloud?
No, just electric instruments. Like, okay, for instance, there's this guy,
Like
right?
soundboard bullshit.
No, well,
Oh.
yeah. So okay, so I went to fuck was that bar? Coco Bar on the east side, just to go try one of the cocktails. And this guy got up. It was one of the open mics. And he was all like, "I don't have a drummer, and I don't really have a band, so I have this like little synth thing, and I'm gonna sing." He wasn't really good singer, but you know, he had this little synth thing, and just like
I really hope he's not listening to this right now.
I don't even know his name, but anyway, he's like, no, and he's like, oh no, so you know, no band, it's just him. Like, how y'all feel about that?
Like he
man?
could have just
That
gone
shit
up
was
with a
one
fucking
person.
a Casio keyboard and just hit the
Just dancing.
marimba beat.
Exactly.
The keys that light up.
So yeah, what do you feel about technology? Like one man controlling
I really,
one man bands, bro.
well, for me, it doesn't really affect me much because most of the music I play can't be really recreated with like a machine. Because because I play like acoustic stuff. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like acoustic guys are pretty annoying, and they want everything to like it has to be acoustic. Like, you know, even if it's like acoustic electric, like if they're hardcore about it, and they're like, oh no, you have to mic it, like you know, stuff like that. But I really don't mind. I think if they're really good at it and they're still producing something that like you know that's innovating and people can get into, that's cool with me. Because like you see it when you go watch like hip hop groups. Like I'm like, man, this dude's just plugging in his iPod. And like, and like you know, and the rappers just like, and that's fine because it's hard to I think to recreate like hip hop on the stage too. Though.
Well, the thing is, like with hip hop, I think it's different just because the concentration is on the lyrics.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And the beats actually made like on your computer at home. Like
Yeah. So
I mean, you could do it live if you wanted to, but it's kind of
unless you're like Kanye or something.
Yeah, I saw Kanye, but he had
Yeah.
one DJ,
Yeah.
and that's it.
yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah. And then there's times where I've seen it. It's like a whole full like backup. And I think I saw the one time I saw Kanye was like that. It was like that.
That's cool when it's like orchestrated like
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know.
I just see these one cats go to a bar and they were rapping, but their chorus they had a subtrack. I guess that's what we call it.
Yeah.
On the chorus, so every time they sang their chorus, they didn't have to, they didn't want to.
Yeah.
It was already like on their audio track. So I mean, I think that's kind of like that's basically lip syncing, right? I mean, it's like
Yeah,
shit,
see,
motherfucker.
so, and there's one, oh man, the one band from here, do you remember the Kilohertz? I
Yeah.
think you should love watching them, dude. There's that guy, Corey, he was such a good drummer, and like, he would always play with a metronome, and it sounded, like, you know, if you close your eyes, I was like, but it sounded so good live. Like, I always enjoyed watching them. So, I don't know, I guess for me, it would sound better if all the instruments were live, than to it just being, but if it's still good, then we're having a good time.
I mean, I guess it also depends on the genre, right? Like you were saying, like hip hop,
Yeah.
you give it a easier time. It's like, okay, I'll give you a pass on that. But if it's something that's more like rock, you know, don't bring
exactly,
a synthesizer. Like get someone who can play the instruments and you know have a good time of it. Like I feel like that's part of rock is having that rock band that's you know playing different instruments and bringing all that sound together.
Well, going to a show is part of it itself. Like it's like music. There's like this guy, and he wrote this article about that's part of music. Playing music doesn't just consist of you playing it, but it's how you felt before it. It's you playing it itself. It's the people that are in the audience. It's the people that are outside of it. It's the bartenders. All of that, and then they call it musicking. It's all part of everything. You know, everything that's taking part in that room is part of that musical experience. So, like, you know, that's why you go to different venues and they have different feels too. Right, or you're drinking a certain drink, it's part of the whole musical experience. So it's not just the instruments or the music that plays out the song. So that's like kind of like what you were saying.
I'm always fascinated by those dudes who do that thing where I forgot. I think he was like a synthesizer recorder. They play something, right?
Yeah.
And they record that, and then they just like stop playing, and then
they just like looping it around and stuff.
That's
part too,
That's pretty
man.
cool.
Yeah,
a lot of people on YouTube, but like this guy, I think Mike Tompkins
Yeah.
on YouTube does a lot along where he'll in the videos he'll have his soundboard and he'll show you, and so he'll hit something and it'll start going, and in the background he'll have like video going. Like, and
No, it's pretty hard.
It's
It's hard to
together.
do.
Yeah, I always feel like the one of those black dudes who see magic tricks on YouTube. And like, you know, they're like always fascinated by it. They're just like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" You know, just
Look in your wallet.
Oh, fucking always like take off. It's like, "Oh no, get out! Oh,
Go away, Christine. Go away.
Mom, guess what?
That's what happened. That's not your mom. Oh, no. Damn, I gotta watch that now.
Anyway, Adrian, what were you gonna say?
It was just basically what you were saying, like the whole recording thing. The first time I think I ever saw that was Lincoln Park. Way
Oh
back
yeah,
in high school. I think it was Numb. No, it's Numb. Not Numb. I can't remember what song it was. But
Crawling?
No, not Crawling. It was the album after Crawling. I want to say it was Numb. And then it starts with the synth, and you can see them like hitting the buttons in the synth. And I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. And but it's one of those things where like I give them a pass on that because with them it feels a little more natural. But if it was something like straight rock, I'd be like, no, let me bring you. Where's the rest of your band?
And it's funny because when I see my favorite shows, like favorite bands, I'm not usually drinking because those shows I'm usually moshing at.
Yeah.
Like those are my favorite fucking shows. Like I was talking about it to my friend Joe yesterday. He'll be on here eventually, but he's a really big Tool fan, and I don't like Tool. I don't like Perfect Circle. I think it's too mellow. It's too soft. I don't like it. You know what I mean?
I got Tool came, and that's when the show that I actually
right. And the Perfect Circle came, and everybody was like, well, actually, it was like really polarizing. I saw people like on Facebook who are always negative about shit, talk about how much shitty, and then other people who like really loved it.
I think both of those bands are like that. They're very extreme. I haven't heard people kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
like they
very
love them or they just hate them.
Yeah,
all the way.
I just think they're too fucking mellow, man. Like I can't go to a show. I think Queens of the Stone Age was the last show that I went to, and I just kind of like chilled in the fucking nosebleeds and just like watched them play. It was cool. Yeah, kind of a good show. But would I watch them again? I don't know. You know,
like a
like
stoner band.
Yeah,
Queens
like
of the Stone Age is like stoner rock band.
Yeah, I like going to a show and doing things that I can't do, like at
but
my
not
house.
the lazy stoner.
Yeah, no,
stoner that's actually kind of awake.
Yeah, the whole hard
stoner that can do things.
The stoner that has an 8 to 5 and stuff like that. He just wakes up, smokes, and
I gotta put my tie on. Better smoke a bowl. Gotta start the car. Better smoke a bowl.
But that's true. It does give you an outlet. Like going to shows gives you an outlet. Hopefully you're not.
Yeah, because you don't have time to when you go to see Slipknot, you don't have time to drink in the mosh pit.
You just got time to get dehydrated. That's about it.
Oh, dude, when I went,
you sweat so much.
I was like maybe 100 something pounds heavier, and I went to go see them, and like literally, like I was being carried by the crowd. Like it was just that bad. And I got out, shirt was dry going in, completely wet, and it wasn't all mine, huh?
Oh, dude, that's badass.
Yeah.
So you take it off and you like. Squeeze it and all the sweat.
I think what sucks when you're in those shows,
small child here.
You come out and you're sweaty, but then like you find someone else's blood on you.
Oh, man,
god damn it!
It's like a tooth in your hair.
That was like the cool thing about playing like with Mijas and stuff like that. Those shows like that.
Mijas was fucking gnarly.
Those were we would play house shows. One of my favorite shows that I played. This guy poured beer in my mouth, and like I spit it back in his face. And he was all, fuck yeah. I was all, alright. And I was all, dang, man. I was all, this is like,
it's going to be a good night tonight.
This is good music. Yeah.
I was going to ask you that question, too.
Yeah, so
what's your favorite show you ever played?
Yeah, that was one of them. Like,
there you go. Yeah. What was your favorite show?
With Mijas, it was the house shows.
Yeah?
So it was, yeah, dude, I'll be so sweaty. Like, I remember just knocking people over and stuff like that. And I guess I was like the same way that you had an outlet. Like when you would go to shows, it was the same. Like for me, like people wouldn't think I was the same guy that sang in that band. And like and the one guy one time, he was like, yeah, the singer from Mijas pushed me over and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, what a dick. But it was me. But it was different because like with our friend, like my favorite show with our friend, we played McKellican Canyon. And like it was like, you know, the backdrop and stuff like that. Like, we had people go out, and it was actually a pretty good crowd. And we played an hour and a half, and it was amazing. Like, it was just like, I remember playing the acoustic by itself, and it was like dead quiet on the canyon. You know, that was like so it's two different experiences. But I was glad to like live those.
It's like young Omar and old Omar.
Yeah, I
Nice
still want to
transition.
do both, but it's cool, man. Yours? What's yours?
It's hard.
Because there's a lot of good shows.
There are. I think we played a South by Showcase 4 years ago or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember when it was actually, but it was we had 2 shows in one day, which kind of sucks. You know, like
especially there.
like our first show was like around 4:30 or something like that, and our last set time was like 11:30 midnight. So I went to a bar next door, and they had $2 Jameson, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm so fucked." I was like, "Just have a couple and leave," and no, I had a lot. Right, 30 minutes before we were supposed to play, my Garrett used to be my guitarist at that point, and he had like a bad anxiety attack.
Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett. Our
I
Garrett.
remember that, yeah.
So like, he's never been to Austin at that time because it's just people everywhere, and I guess he got overwhelmed. He ran to the parking garage and like slept in the car until like it was time to play. So I think I was the only one that was drunk. Like drunk. And we're setting up to play and we're getting ready, and all of a sudden I just see my parents walk in. All of a sudden, what? Did you guys drive behind us? Like, so my parents show up with my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, my sisters are there.
The priest, like,
yeah,
Scouts.
Everybody was there.
Fucking not another team.
Madrinas and
So I was like, oh fuck, like I'm really shit faced. My mom's here, and then it turns out she was drunk, so she didn't even notice. So yeah, we played the first show, and then my uncle took them around Austin, check other bars. Played the second part. It was a fun like show and everything. This dude kept touching my leg, and he kept trying to pull me off stage because he wanted to take me outside for some reason. I don't know for what, like to beat me up. Or my uncle comes out of nowhere and he's a bouncer for some reason because the bouncers weren't doing shit. My uncle just like takes this guy and throws him out on the street. And then I came back and we finished, like, we stopped and then we started again, and we had a huge fucking crowd for some reason.
nice, man.
And we had to get off stage in like 5 minutes, so I was like trying to pack everything as much as I could. And yeah, everyone was asking for like CDs and merch. Didn't have anything, so we forgot it, we left it. So no one knows who we were when we played, but that was a really fun day. Like, it was a long day, but I would say that was
Nice.
What's you guys been to go to music festivals a lot, or?
I've been to a couple. I've been to, I think just like South by, Lollapalooza, Warped Tour. I went to the events in Warped Tour.
So what's your, like, do you guys like going to like music festivals and getting fucked up in the middle of the day and like?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
It sucks now.
Yeah, I
Like,
think I'm with them on that one too. It's kind of
like people like, especially like ACL, it's so shitty now. It sucks.
I was planning on going to that this year.
I mean, no, it just for me it sucks because there's crowds there that they're just there to fucking post it on Instagram. No one's really there to go see like anyone they like or they want to see. It's just so douchey. Like, there's like groups of dudes in like pastel fucking shorts and Sperry's and no shirt, walking around looking like where they can buy some weed, and they're assholes. I don't know.
So frat boys basically, like,
yeah, it's not fun anymore.
That was like the appeal of like South by Southwest, was that you would go to a venue and see that one band that you wanted to see, and like the whole city was like in an uproar and stuff like that. That was cool. I don't know. I haven't been there a long time because lately I remember it's been getting a lot more just companies and merchandise and like
commercialized now.
And like Jack Daniels is,
Doritos
Doritos
bro.
is.
So they're selling out, bro?
Well,
Fucking sellouts, bro.
fuck it, you gotta sell out, you gotta make money, man. But Well, I know it's kind of nice if they give you free tacos though, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, so it's okay when you're getting free shit, but other times, fuck you. Don't sell
Doritos
out.
tacos.
Yeah,
it is.
South by still has its good things, its perks. It's just you just gotta find them and know where they're at. You can't get lost in like the official South by Southwest party.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Like
I went to South by Southwest and all I got was these Jack Daniels tacos, Jack Daniels shirts,
That's
and Jack Daniels socks.
I went to a rave once. Couple
Jack
times.
Daniels rave?
Yeah, it was-
Jack Daniels.
Not Jack Daniels. But it was like a
Brought to you by Lone Star.
electro dance festival, lightning in a bottle. Or something.
Why would you go to that? Like, okay, I would
I would go to that
probably,
too.
but why would you go to that?
Went with Javier.
Oh, that
Yeah,
makes
with
sense.
Javier.
Wait, is this back in Phoenix?
This is when he was living in Phoenix.
Ah, that makes a lot
Super
more
interesting.
sense.
It's bad times.
What was your first Warped Tour?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I remember mine.
I'm trying. I don't remember what year it is, but I think I remember what shirt I was wearing.
So like, it's like the worst thing. Like, I can't ask anybody to recollect anything that involves alcohol.
I look cute
Whatever year it was, what time, day, or anything. I remember I was there.
I remember what beer
I know what I was drinking.
Yeah, I know what I was drinking.
It might have been a Monday or a Tuesday. Maybe a
No, I
Wednesday or
think
a
I was.
Thursday.
I think I was like 18 or 19. I'm guessing. It was. Who did I see? I saw so many great bands. I loved Warped Tour, man. When I was younger, it was pretty cool.
I think my first one was in 05 or 04.
Yeah. Who headlined that?
I think
Blink-182.
no.
I'm just guessing. It was one of those bands.
Well, it's funny. I have a funny story about Warped Tour because I went one year and I think Under Oath was the headliner. So like I met them and I got like my shit signed.
Yeah.
But like, Rise Against was a really good show too.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking crazy.
Dude.
And then it's not like there's not too many fucking bands. Just it was basically all like the bangers of the day.
Yeah,
that
I
they
felt
played.
like it was so good for like younger people. I mean, I guess that's what Neon Desert is now. It's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Because like the more every time Neon Desert comes, it's always the same shit that I hear. It's like, oh, the lineup sucks this year, blah blah blah. It's always that.
yeah, dude.
05 was Alexis on Fire,
Oh yeah.
Atreyu, Billy
Yeah.
Idol, the Dillinger Escape Plan,
Yeah,
Fall Out
Dillinger.
Boy,
Dillinger Escape
Yeah.
Plan.
Hawthorne Heights, Mess, My Chemical Romance, Since Fell, Simple Plan, The
I
Starting
wanted that
Line,
one.
Story of the Year, Thrice, The Old American Rejects, Avenged Sevenfold, Dropkick Murphys, Gorgle,
Dropkick
Gorgo
Murphys
Modelo.
went?
You're so
05.
sad.
Yeah, because like honestly, everybody who was in a Warped Tour with like the kids in high school, I didn't want to be like.
Yeah.
I didn't hang around with.
Dude, yeah, I
It was-
remember 05 was a badass.
Dude, because-
Halifax, 05 was
Halifax!
one of the best shows.
Yeah, because I went
it
to see Dillinger at Starting Line. It was like who I really wanted to see that year. Because
Dude,
I was
I
like
should
18-year-old me.
Shit about Matty High School now here. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, he's all about it.
Oh, so
Dude, I never used to listen to pop punk like in high school. Like,
No, we hated those kids.
Yeah.
We used to be together, man.
Yeah, I never really did until I graduated, and I was all,
I think 06 had like Gym
I think
Class
I really like it.
Heroes and
Well, it's because
Yeah.
the kids
Oh,
that
I
listened
went
to
to
them in
that
high
one.
school were dicks, though.
yeah.
And so they're just like, I don't know, they just made it seem...
They're the popular kids that
Yeah.
listen to. Well, you played soccer, so that's probably why.
I mean,
Assuming
I was a popular kid, dude.
Yeah, but the soccer kids listen to pop punk.
but yeah, the
too.
popular kids, because it was all like
Yeah.
census failed, and like I remember getting into an argument with a kid about how much like he hated corn, and he was wearing like a census failed shirt, and I was like, they fucking suck, you know. And having those arguments back in the day, like imagine, like you know
Yeah.
those fucking things, like dude, their band sucks, bro. Like now it's just like, well, that's Spotify accounts. I listen to
Oh,
every
man.
band.
I listened to like Led Zeppelin way too much in high school. I was that guy.
hey, did you have the shirt?
Yeah, I
the
had
gray
the
one.
shirt. Yeah, no, I had the. Well, it was black, but the same
The one with the
It was
prism and
it was
shit?
like Icarus and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, actually, it had a lot to do with Jamie Curtis though. It was like fucking Zero and all that.
Yeah, it was a lot because of skateboarding. So a lot like the Velvet Underground. I would listen to them a lot in high school because of skateboarding, because of like Tom Petty and stuff.
What was the name of that skate video that we used to watch?
Yeah, right. Was
No, it was a Zero one.
Misled Youth.
Was it Mr. Deuce? And it starts off with like Jamie Curtis and he's like skating as his long fucking Jesus hair. And it starts off with the Immigrant song playing.
I think it was. I can't. Man, I want to say it's Misled Youth, but I think it was that one, or I think it was that.
Jamie
Yeah.
Curtis or Jamie Thomas?
Jamie Thomas.
Oh shit! I see Jamie.
That's
Curtis.
I was thinking of Jamie Lee Curtis, and I was like,
Nah.
she's not a skater.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know what? The whole time I was telling him this,
It's a wild years,
I was
man.
like, I know Jamie Thomas.
the whole
I
time
know
I'm like
who you're
telling him
talking
this, I'm
about,
like, wait,
sorry.
didn't he have a middle name? Is it Lee? I'm like, there's something wrong with this.
That's fine.
It's the libations.
I think it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that? Oh man.
Because that's the first time I heard the immigrant
Sticks
song.
and stuff like that.
And that's when I saw like the Thor Ragnarok trailer. I was like, what? So like skate culture, it's weird. Skate culture, I think like influenced a lot of like people or kids to listen to shit outside their realm.
Yeah.
You know, because I was always like hip hop. I was all hip hop. Then Tony Hawk 2 came out, and I would like play that shit on the PlayStation, and I would just start listening to all these other tracks.
Dude, that Tony Hawk Part 2.
The first
and
4,
one.
all bangers.
Yeah.
Like, there's a playlist on Spotify. I'll share it with you guys.
Yeah, dude, Tony Hawk playlist, I like pure gold. Like, straight up. So good.
And I started hanging out with you, and we listened to like the Hot Snakes.
Oh, the hot snakes are so good. Oh, man.
And then you got me into Iggy Pop.
Yeah. Oh,
Fucking
and the Stooges.
the Stooges,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like,
What beer would you be drinking to listen to Iggy Pop?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Schlitz.
I'll be, whatever I wake up to.
Whatever I can throw at somebody, and it won't kill them, but it'll just make them really mad and start fighting.
What's the worst beer you ever had? That's what I'm curious.
The worst beer?
Yeah, like the beer, like, I'm never gonna drink this again.
Oh, fuck, that's a good
Hurricane?
question.
It's
Nah.
just-
We've been sipping on that, bro. Look, he even asked for it. He's like, give me the beer.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, here, yeah. Let's see. The worst beer I've ever had. Damn. Can't think. A really warm Bud Light? I'm not. I don't know. I've never had like a incredibly shitty one right now. I'm never having that again.
What's the worst show you've ever been to? Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, man, I just.
As far as like expectations versus what I actually got,
Yeah.
was,
Oh, that's good.
was Soulfly. Because I went to Soulfly thinking, I'm like, oh yeah, back to the primitive, and I was like, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be like 1999, like high school. And you get there and like Max Cavalera, dude, fucker's kind of old. You know what I mean? Like so when he's like pumping up the crowd, he's doing this thing. I try to describe it as best I can for the mic, where he's just kind of like jamming on his guitar, and he tells everybody to get live, and he just moves his hand and like points upward, and then he goes back to playing. That's all he does. He's just all like that's it. Like he's just and even the people in the crowd, they're so old, and like they're older. Like after the first 2 songs, they're done moshing. You're just like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. So it was kind of like,
How many hips did you break that day?
Huh?
How many hips did you break that day?
Like my own?
No, like other people's hips.
No, because
They're
there was this
all in
one.
mosh.
There was this fucking Thor in the crowd, man. He was this giant white guy with a fucking ponytail, and he took off his shirt. And he was ripped, and he's all like, "Let's fucking go!" And I'm like,
Everybody's like,
no.
Take the Viking or whatever.
moving their lawn chairs. No.
I wish people could see that hands. Just have to visualize it in their mind.
I don't know.
We'll do a live video next time we do a podcast.
Listen with that. So let's go around and say the worst shows we ever had. I already did mine, so Omar.
I saw a flock of seagulls once.
It's a flock of seagulls. What do they sing?
In Iran.
I sing Iran?
It was no. Remember Grand Theft Auto 3. And I ran. No, Vice City. I think it was Vice City.
Yeah.
Ran so far away. That's a flock of seagulls.
And
Got
that
it,
Space Age
got it.
love song. Alright, but it was when he was older. And like, oh man, I went and there was like 20 people there. And it was that, the Stampede. You guys remember the Stampede? It was like a country bar.
Oh,
long
yeah,
time ago.
yeah.
So they had him play at this country bar, and it was just him and some guy on the electric, like a big old furry thing, and he was wearing a hat, so he didn't have the iconic hair that everybody wanted him to wear. This lady had it in the audience though.
The
Yeah.
80s hairdo.
Wait,
When was
so
this?
it was only.
It was and I think there was a drummer, but I only remember those 2. But
And they played at Stampede?
they played at the Stampede. This is bad. It was,
Oh my
What
god.
was
dude, it was. I was pretty young, like 18, 19 years old. But I still remember it because I looked at his face, and he's like, I don't want to be here, but shame,
There was
regrets,
nothing behind his eyes.
there's nothing
Dead.
behind his eyes, and he's like, I'm gonna play you guys some new songs, and they're like, play Iran. And
Security, get him out.
he's like. And he played the song and stuff like that. And then at the very end, he's like, well, here's the song that you guys been wanting to listen to the whole night then. like super passive aggressive. He's like, and he plays Iran, and people are like, yeah. And that lady was all dancing and stuff like that. And like they finished the song, and the guitarist threw the pick, and the lady caught it, and they just ran out there, and I was all, damn, this is so bad.
He ran to Iran.
Yeah. It was so
you
sad.
didn't see flock of seagulls, you saw a couple of seagulls.
Yeah, I saw a couple of seagulls. A couple of sad ones.
Honestly, if they came now,
Sad
they'd probably
seagulls.
bring a crowd because like 80s music is like kind of like big, I guess. Again,
Yeah.
it's weird. Anyway, Josh,
Kind of don't want to talk shit, so I'm going to pass.
you don't want to talk shit about the worst show you ever been to?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it's a local band.
Yeah.
Okay, no, because remember, I used to work at Loga, so
Oh, you saw all of them.
I neglected every one of those shows. So the worst mainstream show you ever been to?
Okay.
Because fuck those guys, right? They're the ones with money who can fuck us over. Yeah, let's go after the ones who can take us down.
Coming after you. The worst show.
You heard that right, flock of seagulls.
This is how this show gets popular. It's that Google like headline of "Lips and Libation gets sued by flock of seagulls."
Like, yes, our moment is finally came.
When it's flock of seagulls crossed out, seagull. Okay.
I don't know. That's kind of a hard question. I mean, I've seen some boring ass shows, but nothing that was too terrible.
So what's the most?
I think terrible shows are when if you're gonna play someone else's song for 2 hours,
Oh, man.
fucking learn them and tune your shit up, and don't sing every song in the same fucking key. Like,
So you're making fun of a cover band?
it was bad. Like, I've never had to sit through such agonizing moments to like. Where is it even like, God damn it, for some fucking reason, I know these lyrics, and you guys don't.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
And they never tuned up. So I'll stop there.
Alright.
But, mainstream now, I think I saw a band at Lowbrow that I wanted to see, but they only played for like 40 minutes because they didn't really want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst, man.
Yeah, so I was like, yes.
Speaking of which, shout out to Wolf Mother because I wanted to go see them. Like, it wasn't really that big of a turnout at Tricky, and they played for 2.5 hours. Those motherfuckers, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get, I saw Nico Case. I don't know if you guys heard this Nico Case.
Yeah.
But she came here. There was like 40 people in Tricky Falls. So, 40 people in Tricky Falls looks empty. And she was like, this is the best show I've played in a while. I was like, what the hell?
Really?
I think it's the crowds in El Paso sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Like Dave Chappelle and John Stewart.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck that
why are you
noise.
guys so excited?
Oh, yeah. But some people are dumb, man. Like, there's one cat.
Yeah.
What did he yell out? It was like Dave Chappelle. I mean, he asked like a straight up genuine question. He's all like, "What do you guys do for fun around here? Because you guys seem really excited." And one asshole was like, "Donkey shows!" And then like Dave Chappelle's just like, "Well, now we're going straight to donkey shows." Like shit.
I know.
Yeah, way to represent, bro. That's why. This is why right here.
Yeah, and then he followed up, hey, it's high school. Just kidding. It's high school. I guess you.
Anyway, Adrian, what show?
It's a local musician, so I'm sorry ahead of time.
It's you, Omar.
I was hoping it was me.
Hey.
I'm gonna drink this hurricane.
Is it really?
No, no. You know me too well. Yeah, I was going to that. No, I honestly, for me, music, I'm not very like go see everyone. I make it a point to kind of go see the things I really want to see. To not cheapen the experience and cheapen the experience. I know it's kind of productive. Like really, you should be listening to a bunch of stuff and going out there. But for live stuff, I just really like to see the stuff that I know I'm going to enjoy because I don't want to have those moments of like, fuck, I was really looking forward to the show and this was bad. So I don't get out that much, and the ones that I get out to, I always enjoy it. So it's honestly the bad ones that I've seen. It's either like an open mic night or an opening show for another, like when I would go see you or I go see Jaime's sister saying, whatever was opening for them. I was like, all right, this isn't great. But, you gotta start somewhere. You can't just be like, oh, you're fucking, get off the stage, you're terrible. No, I have no. Okay, I know who. Hold on. Holy crap! This is spots in my head.
I'm
Holy shit!
answers from the two of you.
No, there's this one fucking girl that keeps going to Whole Foods and singing while we're fucking like either shopping around or drinking at the Thunderbird tap room. Holy fuck, I have never heard someone be so tone deaf in my life. And I swear she only goes because she gets free wine. Because she goes, like, finishes one song half-heartedly, and before she's even done, she's already, like, throwing her guitar down and going to get a refill. Gets it and starts her next song, and by the time she's done, she's already empty. And so she's getting another refill. That girl. Fuck that girl. There, I said it.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, that concludes the show.
But what about yours?
I already said, remember Soulfly?
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Okay.
I've been drinking.
But also Soulfly, I don't
This
know.
is pretty fun.
It was chill. Really bad show. Really bad fucking show. Who was it? Oh yeah, okay. It was another local show. They weren't local, they were from out of town. And it was one chick, and she was playing one of those weird it's what do you call those instruments? It has a pole, and it's got like a
theremin, yeah.
Theremin? Yeah.
Theremin.
Yeah. So she was playing one of those.
Woo!
Yeah. And she was singing at the same time, but she wasn't that really good of a singer. But she was cute, so I get why everybody was like cheering her on.
Dude, that happens, man.
Yeah, and so
And look at Omar.
Yeah.
It's attractiveness to talent. And it's like a weird chart to it.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he's cute, because, you know.
I'm just saying that.
No, I'm saying, dude, you're really good. No, wait, hold on.
I'm just saying that.
But what do you call it? Yeah, so it was that. Like, I remember sitting there looking like, hey, you know, we should go somewhere else. Let's go to
Peter Piper.
Let's go to another bar.
7?
I just remember seeing it, I was like, man, this is bad, dude.
We've got like way over time.
Yeah, we gotta wind this down.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. So yeah, that's
Oh, I was gonna ask another question. I was like, I know we've gone way over time. What about another hurricane?
another hurricane, yeah. Oh, another hurricane.
We had a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah.
While everybody's
written after a boxer.
while everybody's taking the hurricane swig, go ahead and close this one out. So that was a good episode. We talked about music, drinking, hurricanes. Cried with 5 hurricanes. Drinking hurricanes.
All of a sudden you close out the twang.
And they're going to twang. You said it was going to come out. It came out. Goses, summer beers, pilsners.
Queen is the best band of all time. Make sure you play it at every bar, every time, all day, every day.
Negative. Especially when I'm not working.
Man, go in there, man. Go little go Queen there, man.
So I want to thank Omar.
Thank you.
Wanna
Thank you
say
very much. Thank you guys for having me. I had a splendid experience sharing it with you guys.
Josh?
Just kidding, it was pretty.
Oh yeah, no, thanks for having me. It's better than talking to myself, which I do every day.
Oh man.
It's cool to see Omar. I haven't seen this
Yeah,
guy
dude,
forever.
I've seen you.
Man. Like,
Yeah.
These libations bring people together. 2018.
yeah, like it was a good time. Good
Brought to you by
drinks.
Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They still got them chili cheese rolls?
They got them fucking guacamole bacon $6 burger. God damn it, that shit was amazing.
We got chicken wings.
With Chris cut fries. Anyway, continue. Adrian.
Oh my god. We're done. We're out. Thank you for joining us today. Let's just get us out of here. We're over time.
All right, later.
Bye guys.
Cheers, good night.
Cheers and good night. Cheers.